What if I told you that you could build a 7-figure agency in 30 days without spending a dime on ads? No employees, no office, just pure profit sharing using sales androids. Sounds like the usual LinkedIn guru garbage, right? All right, let's lower the temperature. Today we're deconstructing the ROYA system. Rent out your sales android. It's a model that exploits a specific technical inefficiency in the SMB market, the sunk costs of dormant leads. Now, traditional agencies are failing. Why? Because they sell activity, clicks and impressions. But as Meta's cost of acquisition skyrockets post iOS 14, 15, 16, small businesses are drowning in technical debt and unclosed leads. They don't need more traffic. They need a better LTV over CAC ratio. So, enter the Instant AI Agency. It's not about finding new customers. It's about database reactivation, or DBR. It's the process of turning a company's junk CRM data into liquid cash using automated LLMs. Now, the hook for the client is the offer of the century. No retainer, no setup fee. You simply say, I'll wake up your dead leads for free, and we split the revenue 50-50. It's a total risk reversal. In the old system, you pay a high retainer, and maybe the customer gets something out of it. In this one, you pay nothing up front, and you get 50% of the profits. Okay, so how does a solopreneur manage this without a call center? You don't. You build a sales android or a sales robot. Technically, this is a stack integration involving GoHighLevel, ChatGPT, and the Twilio API. Now, you start with a snapshot. This is a pre-configured logic gate. It includes your pipelines, custom fields for specific niches like solar or roofing, and add automation triggers that drive the conversation. This is all meant to run on its own without human interaction. Now, the cognitive engine is the system prompt. You aren't building a general AI. You're building a Sarah, a scheduling assistant with strict guardrails. The objective is book the call. The constraint, never discuss pricing. All right, now let's look at what they call the Prince Charming protocol. Most marketing is loud and ignored. This method uses a KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. A 2-line SMS designed to trigger the Zeigarnik effect, the human need to close an open loop, the need to finish things off that are unfinished. It's binary. It's conversational. It contains no links. It mimics a friend. If the lead says yes, the AI takes over. If they say no, the system tags them as do not disturb and kills the thread. Efficiency through automation. All right, but let's do a reality check here. This is where the wealth guru narrative falls apart. The A2P 10 DLC beast. If you don't understand telecommunications compliance, the carriers will black hole your business in 48 hours and you will cease to exist. So this is basically like spam legislation. So you need a legal entity, an EIN, and a registered brand with the campaign registry. Carriers like AT&T and Verizon now enforce strict opt-out thresholds. If your KISS gets a 3% stop rate, you're finished, and they delist you and block your access. This creates something called a compliance paradox. To get high response rates, you want mystery. To stay compliant, you need clear disclosure. Professional operators use a double opt-in to protect their sender reputation. All right, now let's talk about the actual work. You have to scrub lists using things like NeverBounce to remove litigators. You have to use drip mode to send only 50 texts an hour. This isn't instant. It's a slow roll system. You need to be very careful about the amount of emails and text messages that you send otherwise you'll be triggering those filters. Now for the structural audit. The biggest risk isn't the tech, it's the attribution problem. If the client is dishonest about which leads close, your 50% cut vanishes. You are vulnerable to revenue leakage. You're vulnerable to trusting your client. Now, You also face platform risks. You're building on rented land. If GoHighLevel raises prices or OpenAI changes their terms of service regarding automated outreach, your margins could evaporate overnight. The pillars your business stands on may no longer exist tomorrow. Now, despite the risks, the math is compelling. A single operator can manage 20 clients because fulfillment is automated. If one client generates $60,000 in sales, your $30,000 cut is nearly pure profit. It's a very lucrative industry. Now, the future of this model isn't being a generalist. It's vertical integration. Become the AI agency for solar or the Android for dentists. Specialized software as a service in a specific niche is the goal here. All right, so is it a gold rush? Yes, but the gold is buried under layers of regulatory compliance and technical architecture. The instant part is the marketing. The agency part is the engineering. All right, you aren't a marketer anymore. You're a system architect. Evaluate the logic, audit the risks, and decide if you want to build this machine. The data is in front of you.